biggest change of your life. This is the biggest change of your life. What you are transforming into, what you are aligning with, this change is what you have been chasing to embody for the last 5 to 7 years. And this past year and a half was this like amping up of, these embodying it, or no, not even embodying it, having a longer kind of staying power and understanding this next version of yourself than to just be hijacked to fall back into the old self, but then to have a moment of remembrance again to then get hijacked and go back into the old self. But these moments of you kind of expanding and understanding this expanded version of yourself started planting these seeds, okay? And in since the last spring equinox, like this seed, that was growing, these things that were blossoming, this death of whatever kind of was just not meant for you anymore, that could not exist within the vibration of this next level of you, has all been releasing and letting go. And in the last 3 months since January, it's like, if you've been feeling, if there's been this phase of like just not feeling completely in your power, you've been kind of, you have been changing, you've been stepping into this new version of you, and it's like almost like you're ungrounded, you're on quicksand. It's like, no, that's okay, because you've left an old book. You're not even in a new chapter of some old book. You're in a new freaking book of yourself, and you're at or maybe it's like this. Maybe you are at the, it is a new book, and you're at the first chapter of that new book. So it's like, getting grounded in this new level of yourself. Your nervous system has been evolving and working, because to hold this weight of your big fat freaking dream, it has to, like, you have to feel safe. Oh, well, look at that concept, like feeling safe for the amount of pressure that comes with that big dream, for the amount of, what you're going to have to put up with for that, level of love that you have been seeking, what you're going to have to deal with for that amount of money that you are intending to hold. Like, there's all this like stretching and expanding and adapting within yourself. So if you have been ungrounded, if you have been unshaky, like, good job. Because you're in that, that's just showing that you're in this new book of yourself, and you're just adapting, okay? So this, going through this equinox is like, oh my God, the catapulting, the rocket shipping, the expansion on speed. That's what's happening, expansion on speed. So there is this level of yourself, right? Like, last couple months, you have these moments getting back like that, like, oh, this is who, that feels right, that feels empowering. And then back on shaky, quicksand, ungrounded, because it's like, yeah, right. Like your nervous system is like, this isn't normal. This is not like safe to be stretched this far. It's fine. It's all a part of the growing. But like, this is where, and what you've been being prepared. Okay. So like, also, just who you are becoming is what you've been trying to become for the past 5 to 7 years. There is some kind of understanding of yourself that you have had and worked towards in the last 5, 7 years or so, give or take, like that what we're going through into this next equinox is like the rocket ship to that version. This whole time, these years you have waited, is you being prepared, you growing the wisdom, you understanding how to hold this weight of this wealth, of this love, of this gift that you are created to share with yourself and humanity. So this catapulting that's going to happen is because there's this massive shift, okay? Of first, it's going to go down like this. okay, you're going to start understanding yourself in a more expanded view, and you'll know, like, you can't even think about it. You know it when you, like, if you know what I'm talking about. If you're not there yet, that's fine. You just got this to look forward to because it's coming. But like, it's this kind of understanding of seeing how every story that you've put on how a relationship works, how I receive money, how I look in the mirror, it's like you're getting that it's utter BS. Like, it's just so, wow, that's like a weird, constricted, imprisoning story that I have put on those things. So there's this realization of something that were your blinders. Like, you didn't even know. I mean, you maybe have like an understanding, like, oh, I got this because of that trauma, and this thing because of my dad, and this thing because of whatever. It's like, but the way that you're going to start seeing your stories is so clear and like it's like I'm moving out of prison. I am like, the cage door is open, and it was you keeping yourself in this cage the whole time. But like, the seeing is like, I don't have to look at this person. I don't have to look at this job. I don't have to look at my dream. I don't have to look at myself in the mirror like this anymore. If it felt freaking disempowering, this is what's happening, is there's this whole, because what we're going into is this new level of self-authority, which, by that freaking way, your magnetism is about to pop off. Like, your magnetic freaking, wow, like, come on, the magnetism. And it's also this, like, there's this massive flex, because the other thing that's going on, I mean, there's a lot of things going on, is where you're honoring your gift. Like, you're seeing that, like, oh, this thing I have, this love that I have to share, this like wisdom that I have to share, this healing ability that I have. It's like, you're getting it in a new way, but it took you like the 5 to 7 years. Like, it wasn't this like naive kind of understanding of what you were doing. Like, you've been building this, you've been building yourself for years, and there's finally this kind of seeing it, like, oh, this is something like really amazing, and I am good at this thing, and like, you're owning it in this new way. So that's awesome. And in the owning, the confidence is popping off. So distractions, as I have like all these distractions on my phone right now because I didn't put it on silent mode. So speaking of distractions, it's just going to be a part of it. Okay. I was having a conversation with a friend, you know, and he's like talking about like demonic entities, and I'm like, I don't vibe with that, but I do believe in like, there's all these thought forms, and it turned into like parasitic thought forms. Like, right, like there's thought forms that there's just all these things in the ether, and they kind of just attach themselves, right? We're all sharing the collective consciousness, and it's like, it's just like these parasites of thought of like, what does it mean when to age, and how you need to look, and this is how you make money, and you gotta work for this and the world and the blah. And it's like, okay, do those things, do the thoughts that you carry, if they're not making you feel hopeful, if they're not making you feel like healthy, if they're not making you feel beautiful, if they're not making you feel magnetic, then they're parasites, okay? They're sucking your energy and they're blocking you. It's almost like they're taking your magnetism. But screw that, no one can take your magnetism. But it's almost like we allow, right? I mean, maybe it just like feeds off the magnetism. But yeah, it's just time to, okay, that's the thing, is that these thought forms, because you're leveling up, right? And we know this, and you've heard me say this, every time you level up, get ready to like go backwards before you go way forward, because it's just this like contraction before this massive expansion. And also that contraction is the feeling ungrounded, is the feeling like you're on quicksand. But the conversation I was having with a friend was almost like, okay, so let's say these are like parasitic thought forms, and when they see you, and I mean this is all like an analogy, when they see that you are leveling up, stepping into this new confidence, you're in this new book, they are gonna come so hard at you to keep you believing in what they have been telling you so they can continue to feed off your consciousness. I mean, I think there is some hints of truth to whatever I am talking about, and maybe it's like I'm just speaking a big analogy of this, but like there is something that has just been trying to keep us like in this fear. So a lot is going on, and it's all amazing because you're about to pop off. So if there is something bringing you, really contracting you back, if there's the big trigger, like get excited, because this is just a sign that you're about to shoot forward. So I need you to claim it. I need you to own it. I need you to stand in the I am. Can you just say, because we're going to pull cards as you say this out loud. Because your voice, okay? Like, let me tell you something about your voice. Like, you know, if you know me, you know I'm here for the body. I teach the body tech. I'm here to work with our nervous system to become adaptable and to hold the weight of pressure, to feel safe, to be seen, and really have our bodies be a servant for us. So our physiology and our emotions aren't always hijacking our consciousness. But at one of the biggest powers, besides the breath work and the body work, is your voice. Okay? It's your voice. It's medicine. It's power. It's like your voice. And this is maybe something you're going to start realizing, like your voice can activate things in people, all right? In the best way. Your voice can transmit information, all right? Not even just like what the words I am saying or what, it's like there's information in the words, okay? There is something about saying and declaring, and I mean not just like I am, it's like no, with authority, because this whole transformation is about your self-authority, okay? It's about you owning how freaking awesome you are. It's about you owning that you are the gift, that you have gifts that you're meant to share with humanity, that you are here to uplift yourself and others. It is time to get into your freaking sovereignty and to claim your power through having dominion over yourself, that you are the freaking king, the queen of the universe that you're creating, okay? So are you gonna rule and create? Like imagine like you're the leader of your universe. Like what are you creating? Like are you gonna build the most majestic, beautiful, loving, peaceful kingdom? Or is it going to just be filled with fear and trash and jealousy and hate? And like, what is it? So this is about, you know, really stepping into this new self-authority. So, okay, the whole point was use your freaking voice. So I need you to claim it out loud right now. I need you to step into it. Like, own it. Just say it out loud. We're going to pull some cards on it. Okay, keep saying it, keep going, keep going. Keep saying with authority, please. All right, let's see what your authority voice, of course. Okay, thank you. Thank you all, your amazing energy power for sharing that. Okay. You guys are freaking awesome. Create all of it. It is the card in the body tech deck that is like, it's already, you're already in the middle of creating. Whatever you just said out loud is what you are already giving birth to this thing. Because when it's like you're creating the world that you are choosing to live in. You are changing the entire humanity, the world. You're changing it by the way you perceive it to be, the way you declare it to be. You are creating this thing, but this at its bare minimum, this is like, oh, whatever that thing is that you just said out loud, it's already being created. And yeah, duh, because that's what I've been saying this whole time. Emerge. So you are going from some kind of fear into this expansion. So see, of course, we have the ruby in Sanskrit is the king of gemstones. So this is about going into your king, your queen, your authority, self-authority, your confidence. So this emergence out of whatever you've been kind of in, a little shaky the past couple weeks, past couple months, it's like you are popping off. I think like through the equinox, like you are catapulting, look at, shooting up into this new level of self-authority and like sovereignty, and just being like, I am the freaking queen, I am the freaking king. Like it's this massive expanded understanding of how freaking powerful you are. Do nothing is so cool, because what I'm gonna put here, I think, on her stomach is it's gonna say, I know. She does nothing. She doesn't have to hustle. Like, duh, we all need to do the work we need to do to get to wherever. I'm not like denying physicality and like taking efforts, but she is in the knowing. So she doesn't feel desperate or how or this or that or what's the latest technique. Like she's just in the knowing. She just knows that this is all freaking going down. So your body is like, it's already happening. You're going to like rocket ship into this like new version of yourself who is in such majestic self-authority. And you just got to know it. Like you just need to know it. Okay. Can you just know it? Like just know it. That is what it's all happening, because it's victory. All right. It ends in victory for you. You're expanding in every single direction. You're also integrating right now. So that is like the growing pains. You are expanding like the tentacles, every past, present, future, multidimensional. You're expanding. Okay. So it's a lot. So if there's feelings of overwhelm, if there's feelings of brain fog, if it's just like whatever, it's because you're expanding. It's okay. Nothing, the worst case, it's not going down. You're expanding. But you're about to pop off into something that like, it's like no expectations. Interesting, because it's like you're in this knowing, but there's no expectations. And a lot of times we're desperate. There's this desperation. So there's this, I think this thing you're also going into, it's this knowing without needing to know how. Bingo. Yep. And then that's what's going to happen. From that to that. I don't really think I need to explain that. Seems pretty obvious. Who do we want to... Let me think about this. Okay. Two things. If you could really just these two things right now, we're going to get info on them. Do you have it? If you don't know what your two things are, pause. So there's one on this side. Declare, say out loud what the meaning of this one is. My hand, okay? I'm just gonna be pulling from that, okay? And then there's the second thing that you're ready to have, embody, feel, that thing. Okay. The first thing. Second thing. Okay, ready? Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. The first one is about this massive transmutation. Like your seat says, fear is my servant, and then it says transmute, fear is my servant. She took everything that was her pain, her test, her difficulties. She took her fear and she made it her servant. Look at, she took the sword used against her and she used it as a boundary. She used it as her power. She used it to protect her kingdom. Okay? So this is like, you are transmuting some major stuff. And I think, according to this, you're transmuting your relationship with fear. Like there's this relationship with fear you have had your entire freaking life. And sometimes for some of you, it's only kind of gotten more corroded and deeper and more intense in ways over the years, right? Like we as we feed the thought forms, the parasitic thought forms, it just gets bigger and bigger. You're transmuting that. You're taking back your power. You're owning your sovereignty. See, like you're like the knight I mean, I don't know. Like, what is this person wearing? Are they like a mime? Like, we're not really sure, but for me, she feels like some kind of a knight. Like, you do not mess with this, sis. So you're like, you're the king, the queen, the knight, the people, the buildings, you're everything in this. So you're like so listen, whatever it is for you, you're taking that thing that has been used against you, that has stopped you from having those epically healthy, passionate, beautiful relationships. You are taking that thing that has stopped you from showing yourself and sharing yourself and your gifts with the world and receiving money from it. You're taking that idea. You're taking whatever has brought you down and you're using it to your benefit. It's serving you now because you transmuted it. That first thing, the manifestation is like, okay, teenage version of Hawk. Like you're learning how to like fully become them. You're in the teenage version of yourself before that thing happens, which is awesome. This tells me like you're already on that road. So really the guidance is extremely practical. What is that version of you doing that you're not doing? How do they line up their day? How do they understand finances? What is their relationship like with themselves in the mirror? Like, how do they dress? Start learning, start doing those things now. Become the prayer. Act as if your prayer has been answered. Embody, be the walking, living prayer of your prayer answered. And then you're going to quantum jump into it. Like you're just going to shift into that version of yourself. And Vulture is like this part of you that has been like with you for most of your life is dying right now. Vulture comes on the scene. I mean, yeah, it's talking about this major immense growth. You're going to transmute a bunch of stuff into gold. But it feels like massive death of those parasitic thought forms of whatever you've been aligning with for decades. Okay, the second thing. This is cool. Oh my God, that card just I love this. Okay, so interestingly, the exact body tech cards came out. You're already in the process of creating it. It's done. Just get in the knowing. You don't have to do anything. It's already happening. You're coming out of this thing. You're emerging into one of your most confident selves. All you have to do is freaking just trust that this is happening. Your prayer is freaking answered, right? Like, because you became, like, it's happened. Your prayer is answered. It's just time for you to claim your power. I don't even think I need to get into what the deeper blah. I think it was pretty obvious. That is so cool. Like, it feels like the first one that there's a lot of kind of like, you're still growing, you're still learning, and like, there's things that are transmuting. And then the second one is just like, just be in the knowing. The prayer is answered. You're about to pop off into some kind of confidence and just claim your authority over this whole thing that you are yearning to embody because it's done. Heck yeah. Okay, I love it. Friends. Okay. So all of starting the equinox going forward, I'm having a lot of promos on my readings. There is a new manifesting breath reading where I work with you to get like your full intention of what it is that you are claiming to be, deciding to be. And then I curate an actual breath movement for you to embody, to work with your nervous system, to hold the weight of this big dream. More info below, but there's promos all through the equinox and extending into April. So you can check out below. If you're not on my email list, like that's where I'll be sharing the promos. But you know, if you check out it, if you're not on my email list yet, check out the readings. Just contact me which one you like, and I'll let you know what the deals are. Also, the I Am Empowered membership, you should just be down with that, because like every month we do these awesome workshops. We are constantly shifting ourselves into a bigger version of ourselves. We are constantly becoming bigger in this membership. There's weekly readings, there's weekend body activations, and then the really fun, awesome workshops once a month that are just like shift. All right, you guys are freaking awesome. World peace forever. Info below if you want to figure out how to maybe work with me more, and later.